president of the Jefferson County Commission is turning to voters asking for another 4 years. We'll tell you why he thinks the electorate should re-elect.
This is Alabama's 13 News at 10, where accuracy matters.
So good to see you tonight. I'm Hilary Golston. Thank you so much for joining us. We're streaming this newscast right now on alabamas13.com. It's been a fairly crazy news day around these parts, and we're starting with two pretty serious police investigations in separate counties. In both cases, we have victims fighting to recover. The key facts: in Jasper, a pit bull attacked a 5-year-old little girl, and Fultondale police are investigating an afternoon shooting. Sarah Killian has been on both of those stories. And Sarah, in this business, sometimes police can talk, sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. I think you've kind of been dealing with the challenges reporters face.
That's right, Hillary. A lot has been going on this Saturday. Information becomes available. Hillary?
Thank you so much, Sarah, for staying on both of those stories. Crazy news day for you today. For all of today's news from across the state and around the world, log on to our website. You know the address, alabamas13.com. And the police here in Birmingham found a dying man early this morning. Apparently, he had been shot, and the Vic isn't from the Magic City. He's from Hueytown, leaving them even more baffled. North Precinct officers rolled up to the scene around 3 this morning when they got to 916 5th Street West. They found 36-year-old Keith Hargrove bleeding out. Officials called it on the scene. Their authorities haven't picked up anyone for that crime. Call them if you have any information. We have some late-breaking local political news, and it's new for you tonight at 10. Jefferson County Commissioner David Carrington announced he is running again. The commissioner has presided over the body during what was previously the largest municipal bankruptcy in our great country. Stay with us for upcoming city elections in Birmingham. That's this Tuesday. Well, it's time for a changing of the guard, out with the old and in with the new. U.S. District Judge Myron Thompson of Montgomery is taking senior status. And what that means is it allows President Barack Obama a chance to name a replacement. Thompson moved to senior status on Thursday, a change that reduces his caseload. Thompson was 33 years old when President Jimmy Carter nominated him to the bench in 1980. Thompson is perhaps best known for ordering Alabama Supreme Court Justice Roy Moore to remove a Ten Commandments monument from the state's judicial building. That, as you'll probably recall, was back in 2002. Whomever Obama nominates to replace Thompson will have to be confirmed by the U.S. Senate. So listen, we all know that school is just very expensive, and we're talking about some money to get into the classroom, so listen up. Students at the Culverhouse College of Commerce at the University of Alabama have a chance for a scholarship. The University of Alabama plans to use a $1 million gift to keep kids from taking out loans. The fund will focus on gifted undergraduates who would otherwise need loans to cover their college costs. Eliza and Hugh Culverhouse Jr. made this donation. They worried college students would have to choose between lower-paying jobs that they are passionate about and the ones that can practically pay the bills. 3 students have already gotten the loan, so it is not too late to apply. Well, fun goes with fitness, they say. I know. Doesn't always feel like that, but Birmingham families had a chance to at least enjoy that idea. The Bridge in West Birmingham held the Bridge Families in Action Health Fair. Families that attended got free health screening, education, and information. Groups like the American Heart Association, YMCA, and St. Vincent's Hospital joined with the Bridge to give out health and nutritional advice. This event went from 8 until 3 in the afternoon. If you'd like to see a slideshow of the health fair, go to alabamas13.com and just click on that button that you've seen before, slideshows. Well, it was like everything you could imagine if you're 5 years old. The Sheraton Hotel in downtown Birmingham was transformed into a fairyland tonight. Child Care Resources held their 2013 FAIRYTALE Ball tonight. Guests of all ages took part in the event, enjoying fairyland activities and taking part in a silent auction. Best of all, they had a candy bar for the very littlest princes and princesses, and aren't they so cute? You can see a slideshow of the FAIRYTALE Ball on our website, alabamas13.com. Again, click on slideshows. A moment that changed our nation. The March on Washington 50 years later. How did the first celebration go before that historic anniversary comes? And the running of the bulls. But nope, this is not in España. We'll tell you where the people were taking on these massive beasts coming up. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Hillary. Plenty of sunshine today. Tonight, skies are mostly clear. A few
You're watching Alabama's 13 News.
Thousands gathered in our nation's capital for the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. Let's start there in our quick headlines tonight. Martin Luther King III, Reverend Al Sharpton, Congressman and civil rights icon John Lewis led the national action to realize the Dream March. They're commemorating the 50th anniversary of the 1963 March on Washington, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech. The actual anniversary is Wednesday. That Florida boy who was battling a rare brain-eating infection died this afternoon. 12-year-old Zachary Reyna passed away at Children's Hospital in Miami. His family announced Zachary's death in a Facebook posting this afternoon. Zachary contracted a rare infection from a brain-eating amoeba found in warm, fresh water, such as lakes, canals, and ponds. More than 60 large and out-of-control wildfires are burning across the West right now. One of the most severe continues to grow along the edge of the Yosemite National Park in Northern California. The violent blaze has already seared close to 200 square miles. The flames are far from campsites and tourist areas, but Highway 120, which runs through the park, has now been closed off. Some 4,000 people ran with the bulls. There they go. It looks dangerous, but not in Spain. This run was at a motorsports park in Virginia. The danger was just as real. I'd be like that woman, climbing, trying to get away. Runners had to sign a waiver saying they wouldn't sue if they got hurt. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries as no one got trampled. Thank goodness. Still looks like it was kind of fun. For more news headlines, go to our website, alabamas13.com. Two local schools fans got up close and personal with their favorite football players. We'll tell you how Sanford and UAB fans got to meet the teams and maybe pick up a gift for an upcoming birthday. Something for the wife, I think he said. Kyle Berger will explain coming up a little later in sports. Stay with us.
With nighttime lows dropping back down to the low 60s, it's going to feel quite nice by Tuesday and Wednesday morning.
At least we'll be able to open our windows and get some of that fresh air in, you know, at
will
night.
feel nice.
Instead of running your air conditioning.
Yes, good choice.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do appreciate it. I think we're getting closer and closer, and I am getting more and more excited.
That's right, 7 days. We're getting so close to college football. UAB and Sanford held their fan days. We'll take you out there. Plus, it's not all football around here. The good old boys of NASCAR. We're in Bristol. We'll get you highlights from losing streak since early July. So, you know, they still have a 12-game lead in the East, so they should be comfortable, but there's a couple injuries that could be a problem coming up down the stretch for the Braves.
Yeah, they've been looking really good this season. But can we back up to this whole situation with the ripped arms?
Yes.
You're asking if he could have a tighter shirt? Was that a question?
No, you know, I'm used to seeing arms like that in the mirror every day. No, I'm kidding. No, he needs maybe a double X shirt. That thing's a little too tight.
See, I was going to say it could be tighter, and I'd be okay with that.
No,
but
I don't think so.
Yeah, Richard's laughing at me. Anyway, loved your sportscast. We have your wake-up forecast when we come back. You're watching Alabama's 13 News at 10. Let's start with a programming note for you. As part of the 50th anniversary of many key events in the civil rights movement, Alabama's 13 and NBC News will air a special edition of Meet the Press called Remembering the Dream. It'll air this Sunday at 11 right after our 10 a.m. news. We'll also stream the special on our website, so you can catch all of it there at alabamas13.com. So, what's a bored stormtrooper to do? These are members of the 501st Legion Canadian Garrison. Star Wars. What was that? Was that a lightsaber?
Yeah, that's when I hit a volleyball, it makes that sound.
Gotcha. Okay, so they're in this costume club, and they were getting in a little R&R before the start of the Toronto Fan Expo earlier this week. So you could say the game was an intergalactic exhibition, but considering the surface, the Sand People might have had the advantage. This is the biggest kind of thing like this. I think that might have been Yoda.
That was Yoda.
Oh boy.
He's a Star Wars guy, right?
I think.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
All right, tomorrow morning, 70 degrees at 7 o'clock. You know, in a normal summer, I would not promise lower humidity, but this isn't anything from your normal summer. So I think by tomorrow afternoon, you're going to feel the humidity drop off.
Gotcha. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. See you all tomorrow. Saturday Night Live is next.